Okay, so walk away and try it and see what happens afterwards. The reason why I say this is because in any form that you do it, so like physically, you say, hey, you know what, I'm tired of dealing with you, you walk away. Or straight up, you're just like, I'm walking away from this relationship, and you're showing that indication that you're fed up, or you're verbally actually saying it, or texting it. Let's say it like that as well. Try it and see what happens. So now challenges and testing you now comes up. This is going to be in so many different forms. Now I see comments saying talk more about women testing you, that sorts of stuff. So I'll tell you this: if a woman goes ahead and tests you, you have to know that you're getting tested to see if you could handle her, if you are qualified, and if, let's say, she could run any game on you. When you, like, let's say, stand the test and the test doesn't get to you and you don't be fazed by the test, basically you pass it, right? She gives you credit and she doesn't tell you this, but she gets more attracted to you. So that means sometimes her guard is going to be down. Sometimes her kitty is going to be up. Like more available, right? Not hidden. So it's going to be more access that you're getting from her end. See, you men can be a little bit different than women in the form of you freely give up access. Women, yes, they could be egotistic. Yes, they could be prideful and be stuck up and have high standards and also have double standards. But a lot of women are winning because what they do is just walk away when they want to. When they get tested by you, they do not fail. They don't budge. They don't care. And then you have a woman that you deal with and you're just like, oh, she doesn't really care. Or why is she doing this? So much games. And then it's confusion because it's like, oh, does she care? Does she not? Then it's like, well, she's showing up in this way, but she doesn't show up in this way. So you have to either give the same energy, and I'm not highly a big fan of the same energy. Oh, I feel like sometimes it's just draining. If she's playing games, why are you going to want to play games with her, you know? But if you're going to tolerate her, or you guys been in a long-term relationship, sometimes these circumstances can make you be in that type of predicament. But if you are not too deep in, or if it's time to just leave, when you walk away, that speaks a lot of volume. Now, question of the video: have you ever walked away and seen the impacts? Sometimes a woman won't show it emotionally. Sometimes she'll just reach out and bluff. And sometimes she'll be like straightforward, like, hey, I missed you. And do you also feel like walking away is powerful? I feel like it's powerful simply just down to not everybody can do it. When your emotions are tied to somebody, and this is generally speaking, no matter the sex, whether you're a man or a woman, men go through the same thing. Women go through the same thing. Once that vulnerability comes in, let's throw away being feminine, or that's a femininity thing. Let's throw that out of what nature that is. Feelings are feelings, emotions are emotions. Yes, women could be more emotionally based by their nature, but you guys have emotions. So once you get hooked, once you attach and can't detach, then it's a problem. And I always say this to fellas, especially when I talk to y'all in consultations, especially also when y'all want to still remain with that woman or see potential. I tell y'all, like, is it really, really worth it? Because if you get with her, can you handle your own self with your attachments? Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, like I can handle it. I'm not going to be bothered. But when you get back around her, you cannot help yourself. This also goes for women, right? I talk to more men than women, but this goes for both ways again. So I say that to say, like, don't set yourself up. If you know this woman is still remaining to be the same way, or lets you down, or I heard it recently, like she just gets him hooked, right? And y'all, consultations are confidential. I only will bring up different examples, different stories I hear. Sometimes it's just even people sending me emails and comments, and it's a mix. And a lot of times it is kind of common things that happen. So it's just to give you a good idea of what really be going on. First of all, to know that you're not alone, and also just relationships are relationships. Real life is real life. Emotions are emotions. So no matter what you're going through, consultations are always going to be available. So you can go ahead and just check it out. If you do want to talk to me, you want to solve what's going on with you, you want to figure out what's going to work, I'm here to support. I'm here to give you exactly the raw game. There's no sugarcoating that thing. I'll get you right. So book the consultation. That link is there. And that's if you would like. But if you don't, there is other things such as Patreon. Get the exclusives, catch up on it. And of course, my website, a whole lot on there that it offers. It's up to you. Check it out. Links there. Now, let me just go back to the power of walking away. When she's testing you, to give you one example to kind of get close to wrapping up the video, because I will be doing a testing video separately. I don't want to do it all in this video, but to give you a little glimpse, let's say. Think about it like this. She has to report to her girl. If she goes back to her girlfriend and she says, oh, he's so soft. Oh, yeah, he fell for it. Or, man, he's obsessed. Right? Or, yeah, I mean, I had an attitude today, but I kind of don't really feel that bad. Like, he should have just been able to handle it. Right? So she could have that attitude. Right? But what puts her in her place and can make it so easy for y'all is you go ahead and what? I've said it the whole video. The title, it's in the title. You walk away, right? Let's say it together. You walk away. So when you do that, that's where you already put yourself in the clear. You already put yourself on not having to worry about like, oh, but did I say too much? Did I deal with her more than I should? Was I there when I shouldn't have been? What is she saying about me to her friends? She is two-faced. She's moving like she likes me or acting like it, and then the next second she's somewhere else or around her friends. Now she's not texting me consistently, etc. So all of that is factors to why you have to be very selective and choose what is going to make the most sense. Don't operate off of it's a risk. And I'm saying a risk to remain. If it's a risk to walk away, you want that type of risk. You're better off with that risk of walking away than the risk of remaining and having it, just mess up, having her play games. And bottom line is that this is how you get respected at the end. Women will then go ahead and emotionally get tied. Even if she wants to downplay you, let me give you an example back to what I was already saying to elaborate more on this. Let's say now she goes ahead and says, oh, yeah, he seems like he's not that interested, or like, he just doesn't deal with my attitude. Like, he said he had to go, or his mood shifted. Like, he wasn't really feeling me, I can tell, or he wasn't talking that much anymore. Those are all you passing the test. So testing is going to be attached to, can you actually do something that you got to do? That's what makes it more powerful. And closing off the video, basically going back to how I started, it's all forms that it could be powerful. So know that just taking that step is powerful. Down to saying it, but if you don't do the actions, it's not going to be as powerful. But you have to first at least take that initiative. And then you also have to see when it's done, because walking away can be for good. And I'll leave you with this lastly. Remember also who you are as a man. Sometimes I know it's harder to do certain stuff, or it feels really out of character, but really check yourself and see what is necessary at this very moment. Like I said, if you want to figure out what's best, I got y'all. Book your consultation. That link is there. And of course, don't forget to check out my other links. That's it. Take care of yourself in all aspects, mentally, spiritually, everything, physically, of course. And I love y'all. Bye, y'all.